Most people think mental health is all about therapy or medication, but the truth is your daily habits are far more powerful than you realize. The thing is, we can't control everything that happens in life. Unexpected challenges, stress, setbacks, these are things that we can't avoid. But there is one thing that we can control, our actions and the habits that we build through consistent discipline. Think of habits as your foundation. Whilst you can't control the curveballs that life throws at you, you can choose how you respond to them. And that makes all of the difference. Good habits like eating well, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, these protect your mental health. They will keep you grounded during hard times and ultimately shape how happy and balanced your life feels. And unfortunately, many people today don't even have these basics covered. Instead, they've fallen into destructive patterns like staying up late, mindlessly scrolling on their phone, eating mostly junk food, missing out on exercise, or using unhelpful coping mechanisms. Over time, those habits chip away at your motivation, your energy levels, your self-esteem, trapping you in a cycle of stress that makes your mental health spiral even further. And trust me, I know this firsthand because for 7 years my mental health was at rock bottom. I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression, and I even spent 4 years living in a psychiatric hospital. And I believe a big reason that I've managed to turn things around is because I now respond to life's challenges and stress in a different way. And so in this video, we're going to get into 3 essential habits that will transform your mental health and ways you can start improving them from today. And the first habit is sleep. Quality sleep is absolutely critical for your mental health because it impacts your mood, your stress levels, and even your ability to think clearly. And the problem nowadays is that most people don't treat sleep as a priority. Instead, we stay up late scrolling on our phones, binge watching Netflix, or letting our schedules get completely out of sync. Countless studies have shown that people who consistently get a lack of sleep are far more likely to develop symptoms of depression or anxiety. Because without a proper rest, your brain literally doesn't function how it's supposed to. But forget about the research for a second and just think about your own experience. How do you feel when you don't get enough sleep the next day? Probably not amazing, right? You don't wake up feeling energized, motivated, and passionate to start the day, do you? But instead, you wake up with a lack of energy, low motivation, and maybe you're even dreading the day ahead. Starting your day in that negative state already creates a domino effect for the type of day you're going to have. Because when you're lacking energy, you're far more likely to crave those sugary and ultra-processed foods. Your productivity and your focus decreases, you're more distracted throughout the day, constantly taking your phone out to see what's going on. And before you know it, one bad night of sleep has set you up for a day of poor decisions. That's why protecting your sleep isn't just a good idea, but it's an absolute non-negotiable if you want to have good mental health. Imagine how different your life would look if you started to make sleep a priority. Imagine waking up feeling energized, feeling motivated to get up and get after the day. And that energy ripples into everything, your mood, your decisions, your ability to handle stress. Good sleep sets the tone for your entire day, and when you stack enough of those good days together, it will literally transform your entire life. And so if you want to start improving your mental health and gain energy throughout the day, here's 3 ways to get better sleep. Number 1, set a consistent bedtime and wake up time. Your body runs on a 24-hour clock called the circadian rhythm, and this lets your body know when it's time to feel sleepy and when it's time to wake up. And our ancestors followed this rhythm naturally. They would wake up with the sun and they would go to bed when it was dark. But many of us today have inconsistent bedtimes. We might go to bed at 10 p.m. one night, then 2 a.m. the next night, then 4 a.m. the next night. And this is totally confusing your body, which is why you find it hard to fall asleep and you find it hard to wake up and you feel groggy during the day. And so sticking to a regular schedule will help your body to get back into its own rhythm, and then you'll feel sleepy at night and awake in the morning. The second way is to limit screens before bed, and this is the point that everybody has heard of but nobody does, but it's because your phone, TV, laptops, they all emit blue light. And this blue light blocks melatonin, which is the hormone that signals to your body that it's time to go to sleep. And so even if it's late, your brain still thinks it's daytime. Cutting out screens before bed helps your body to know that it's time to wind down. Now the third way is cut out caffeine early. Caffeine can stay in our system for over 5 to 6 hours, which means that if you have a coffee at 3 p.m., that can still affect your sleep at 9 p.m. And so cut off caffeine by early afternoon so that your body isn't disrupted by it at night. And honestly, quality sleep takes conscious effort. This isn't just going to happen by accident. You have to put in the work to put down the screens and put down the distractions before bedtime. The second habit to improve your mental health is diet. And I'm honestly not here to debate which diet is better. The vegan diet, the vegetarian, no, you should go keto, no, you should go carnivore. That's for you to experiment with and figure out what works for your body. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to diet, and I'm not here trying to prove a point of how you should eat because you know your body more than me. But per all the research and studies, here's what we can agree on. Diet matters for mental health because your gut and brain are deeply connected, and about 90% of the body's serotonin, which is the neurotransmitter also known as the happy hormone, is produced in the gut. And whilst that serotonin doesn't directly travel to the brain, a healthy gut helps your brain to produce serotonin and other mood regulating chemicals, which means what you eat has a direct impact on your mood, your energy, and your overall mental health. And so if your diet is mostly made up of low quality foods, then it's no wonder that your mood is suffering or your energy levels are low. Your gut is full of bacteria that needs proper nutrients in order for it to function well. And so here's a list of gut damaging foods to limit as much as possible. Ultra processed foods like ready meals, packaged snacks, takeaways, sugary foods like chocolate, sweets, desserts, fried foods such as fast food or deep fried snacks, processed meats like hot dogs, bacon, sausages, refined carbs like white bread, pastries, pizza, and lastly, alcohol and fizzy drinks. The sad reality is that many people's diet these days are mostly made up of all of these foods. I've seen it myself where I used to work in the city. Every day people would just grab a sandwich, a fizzy drink, a chocolate bar, a packet of crisps. To me, it's no wonder mental health struggles are on the rise when we're making our bodies sick. And so if you want to improve your mood and energy levels, these are the foods that you should be prioritizing. Fresh vegetables like broccolis, leafy greens, carrots, fruits such as berries, apples, banana, fermented foods such as yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, whole grains like oats, quinoa, brown rice, nuts and seeds, healthy fats like avocado and olive oil, lean meats and legumes like beans, lentil, chickpeas. A simple rule I like to follow is that if something's made in a lab with a very long list of ingredients that you can't even pronounce, it's probably best to avoid it. Whereas if it comes from the earth and it's minimally processed, it's likely good for you. The bottom line is what you put in your body directly impacts your mind. Think of your diet as fuel for your mental health. If you feed it well, literally everything in your life will be better because of it. I just wanted to quickly let you know that if you are someone who is struggling to build up better habits, then click the top link in the video description to join the free 30-day discipline challenge course and community, in which you'll get access to resources, videos, tips, and you'll be added to a private community with like-minded people who are also working on themselves and will help to motivate you and keep you accountable. I hope to see you in there. Now, the third essential habit is exercise. Hearing the word exercise might make you think of intense workout routines, but it doesn't have to be that way. Exercise can simply mean moving your body in any way that works for you and is enjoyable. When we're sedentary all day, it reduces oxygen flow and mood-boosting chemicals like endorphins, which makes stress harder to manage. And so even small movements like walking, stretching, dancing can boost your mood, reduce anxiety, and improve your focus. The goal isn't to become a fitness fanatic, but it's to respect your body as a tool for good mental health. The thing is, a lack of movement creates a vicious cycle. You have low energy, which leads to low motivation, which leads to even lower energy. If you get your body moving, even just a little bit every day, you can break this cycle. And so here's some simple ways to start. Try and move more naturally. For example, take the stairs. Go for a walk during your break instead of sitting on your phone. Stretch at your desk. Do some body weight exercises at home. Small, consistent changes add up. Use movement as a mental reset. Don't just think of exercise for your body, but it is a tool for your your mind. When you feel stressed or anxious, just going for a quick walk or even doing some yoga or some stretching can really help to release that tension and reset your mood. And lastly, find a form of movement that you enjoy. Dancing, swimming, cycling. The more you enjoy it, the more likely you're going to stick with it. I can guarantee that if you start to make small, consistent improvements with these 3 habits, you will start to notice big differences in your mood, your energy levels, and your overall mental health. Click here to learn 3 consistency mindset shifts that you need to know that will help you to be more consistent with your good habits, and I hope this video helped you. All the best.